So today we're going to take a look at McFarlane's Elite Edition Fallout T-60 armor. This is based off of the game Fallout 76, not Fallout 3. And yeah, this is number 3. I think the first one was the Doomslayer and the second one was the chick from Diablo. So this is number 3. I don't really know how far these guys are gonna go with Fallout series, but with the back image here, they might do more. And yeah, I do have a love-hate relationship with McFarlane figures because I don't like McFarlane figures anymore. But after seeing this in reviews and stuff, I might have a change of perspective, but seeing it in person now, there are a few things I don't really like, and I might have regret buying this guy. Ugh. So with that being said, let's open them. And here's the T-60 power armor from McFarlane's Elite series. And at first glance, the sculpt wise, it's very nice. It's a very nice sculpt. Paint wise, holy shit. You know what? Let's do some close-ups. And here's a close-up of the T-60 power armor from McFarlane's Elite series. Now I really like the scale and the detail and the sculpt of this figure. They did a really good job, but the paintwork is just bad. It looks like it's plastic with dirty water on it. I don't know why they didn't choose to paint this in a metal, color paint. It looks plastic. It's just plastic with like wet wash all over it. There's nothing there. Look at the back. There's no differentiation between parts. It's just one part. You just put dry wash, wet wash, whatever. So it's pretty disappointing, especially the price point these guys are going for. It's pretty expensive for a McFarlane figure, honestly, if this is the quality. Now they are coming out with 2 other figures from the Fallout universe. First off is that girl from that Amazon series. I think her name was Lucy. Now the face sculpt on that looks pretty rough, and this is a promotional picture, so if it looks rough in a promotional picture, it's gonna look horrendous in real life. That's what I'm thinking. And the other figure is the New Vegas Ranger. Now I'm interested in this, but his head looks a bit too small and too round. I don't know if that's just me, but it looks off to me. So I'm pretty hesitant to pre-order those 2. I like the show, I like New Vegas, but if this is the quality and if that's the price point, then I think I'll just wait until it's discounted or something. Yeah. That's my little rant over this guy. This could have been a really, really good figure, honestly, but yeah, they chose to cut corners and be cheap about it. That's my rant. So with that being said, let's see what this guy comes with. Flamer, large machine gun, laser pistol, regular pistol, alien blaster, plasma pistol, sword, base, hand. And this is everything the T-60 comes with. Now, for all its faults, the accessories this guy comes with is pretty nice. Except for this one. I think it's a flamer. Now, I haven't played or want to play Fallout 76. I don't really play online games. But the paintwork on this is just god awful. There's nothing here. There's no dry brushing at all. So this is what I mean. McFarlane does good sculpt work, but then that's it. They just quit halfway. This whole Elite series could have been something like a game changer for their company, But I guess they chose the cheap way, and then, they start churning out these figures You won't believe how many McFarlane figures I see when I go out doing toy shows and stuff. It's like a landfill and nobody's buying it. So this is a machine gun. Looks like one of those German machine guns. I forgot what they're called. Like a Kerberos Panzer type machine gun. Now there is dry brushing here, so there was some effort. Even though it's pretty minimal. Even look at that handle, it's just like plastic. Not even a wash, you know? Just one brush stroke of wash could have just enhanced that. So you get that. Then you get this, I think it's a plasma pistol. Again, it looks like a plasma pistol. I haven't played Fallout 76. I only played Fallout 3. And if you guys want to know, my first Fallout game was Fallout Tactics. You guys should try and play that game, even though I think the lore has been retconned or dismissed. It's a pretty good game. This is a laser pistol because of the cartridge here. Look at that. What the fuck? It's just a blank slate. There's nothing there. There's no barrel. There's no hole. Oh my god. Now I think this is a pistol because it doesn't have any energy type cartridges on it. This looks nice. This looks like a nice weapon. Dry brushing everything. It even has, yeah, it even has a barrel. This is a nice gun. And I think this is an alien blaster. It kind of has that silhouette. This is nice as well. This is a nice, even though the brown's a bit too clean. And then you have this. I don't know what it is. I know it's a melee weapon, but is it like a legendary weapon? Ski-O-Matic, soft land drag. Is this like a ski? I guess it is. I don't understand melee weapons in first-person shooters. It's never satisfying when you use it. And then you have the base. So again, this is how you know it's from Fallout 76. It's basically written right there. And this base is scuffed up. I didn't do that. It just came like that. Again, quality control with McFarlane figures. It's like, ugh. And then you have the hands. So you have 6 hands, 3 pairs. So you got the fisty hands, and you could see the wash, how it dries. You're not supposed to see that, you know. You're supposed to wipe it off a bit. It's supposed to look natural. But it seems like they just dunked these figures in some wash vat and just hang them to dry. But the sculpt work is nice. I like the fingers, it's really nice. It's just a wash, it's just fish. So there's trigger hands for both left and right. Some inconsistencies with the wash there. Oh lord. And then you have a pointy one, a pointy gesturing finger. It's a nice sculpt. It's a shame. It's a damn shame. Then you have this open hand holding a gun or asking for caps. So we have these 2 unique hands. Along with that, he does come with cards. First up, you get this Elite Edition 50-point cards. I think you have to go to their website and input something, and then you get like rewards or, you know, discounts. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Then you get this, which is cool, I guess. I have the Dune guy as well. So T-60 file 76. If you want to pause, you could read the data file. It's really shiny. See that? You get that. And yeah, that's basically it. So with that being said, let's load up this brother. And here's the T-60 power armor with the flamer. And I really tried my best to make him hold this thing naturally, but he doesn't really bend that way. I mean, you know, it's a power armor. I don't think you can bend those arms because there's no clipping. But this is the best I can get it. If you guys can get it better, then, you know, congratulations. But I spent way too long trying to pose him. Yeah, this is him. With the flamer. Let's see him with the other weapons. And here's the T-60 with the machine gun. Now this, he holds this, I guess, well, better because his trigger finger can't really go in that hole. But it looks kind of believable, I guess. Looks a bit more natural. Alright, let's see him with the others. Yep. And here is the T-60 with the plasma and the weird ski sword thing. Yeah, I think he does well with pistols. He looks more intimidating with pistols. All right, next. And here's the T-60 dual wielding 2 pistols. One laser, one normal. I mean, his articulation is also pretty good, you know. I'll give a plus to that. Sculpting articulation is nice on this figure. And lastly, let's do one more. And here's the T-60 just doing a gesturing action, I guess, with the alien blaster. And yeah, so with that being said, let's do some close-ups. So just for fun, here's a comparison between the first release McFarlane Elite, this is the Doomslayer from Doom Eternal, and the T-60 power armor. So you could see the differences in the detail. This is a good figure, but it's lacking some wash detail to bring out the, you know, the other parts. This, on the other hand, is they missed the mark on that one. Oh, it's very unfortunate. This could have been a very good figure. I hope the next, if they do other Fallout figures, it won't be this quality. At least try to use metallic paints. So yeah, with that being said, let's do another comparison. And here's the T-60 compared to the Terminator figure from McFarlane. So yeah, this is a good figure too. I suggest you guys get the unpainted version. The color version is pretty shit. So along with that, let's do one more comparison. And here's a comparison with, I think, is the first Fallout power armor figure. This is from Funko, and as you can see, you know, scale wise, it's there's nothing to compare. This is a very early figure. But the thing is, they incorporated the metal paintwork for this figure. So I don't know why they didn't do it for this figure. Being an elite, costing as much as it is, so yeah. You can see why I'm a bit upset with this purchase. And this is, I think this is from Fallout 3, this figure, so it does have some differences between, I mean, power armor wise, it's different. You know, it's a pretty cool figure. Had it for a long time. So, with that being said, let's do some close-ups. And here's a close-up of the T-60 power armor from McFarlane's Elite series. So as you can see, the sculpt work is nice. It's just the paint work that's just god-awful. It's like they just splattered this guy with wash and just left him to dry on a shelf somewhere. It doesn't look metal at all. It looks plastic. Which is a shame, you know. It's a good figure. It's just the paintwork kind of destroys it. So is it worth the price point? If you ask me, honestly, no, it's not. I suggest you guys wait until it's on clearance or some discount store or something. So yeah, with that being said, let's put this guy somewhere in my collection. And this is where I'm going to stick the T-60 power armor. It's a bit random with the StarCraft, Mass Effect, and Pacific Rim figures, but it's the only shelf that really makes sense for me to put them in. So yeah, I know this review is a bit ranty, sorry about that, but it's just, it doesn't make sense to me why they chose to do it like this. It's a pretty good figure. I don't know why they couldn't elevate it some more. I also framed a card for some stupid reason. So yeah, I guess you could say I'm happy to have it, but kind of regret it being the way it is, if that makes sense. So with that being said, thanks for watching. And as always, go get 'em.